Welcome. This is a new edition of Super's Corner, a show about Hudson County Schools of Technology, its staff, its faculty, and of course its students right here in northern New Jersey. And we believe here that this is a very special and unique school and it has a creative way of learning. And we have with us is Frank Gargiulo, the superintendent of schools right here at Hudson County Schools of Technology. And I'm your host, John Placchino. Well, this show deals with our new facility, athletic facility in the North Hudson Center. It's put up last year, and it houses a lot of different athletic activities. And Frank, can you explain it to us?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to just make a little correction. It's not really an athletic facility.
Okay.
It's kind of a multi-purpose
Okay.
facility where athletics, a lot of things that take place there are athletics.
Right.
But there are other things, and,
Okay.
and the rise in of the inactivity of our children today, and the obesity problem, and the health problem, is a real concern. And
Right.
the facilities, of course, help us do something to address those issues. It's not a big issue, and the facility itself is multi-purpose. So that we have judo down there, we have Zumba dancing in the same place.
Okay.
We could have kickboxing going
Badminton.
on there. We have badminton going
Right.
on down there.
Right.
In addition to the traditional basketball, and there's 2 indoor tennis courts in that same facility. So the facilities are great, but facilities in general are kind of important today, of course, and as the funds dry up more and more and more, the less accommodating the taxpayers are to give us the money, and I don't blame them in a way. However, they're so important. There's a lot of links now today between academics and how active a student is. And that connection is extremely important. We've taken that to, I think, a new level here.
Right.
And that we don't really have a phys ed program, but we have what we call a wellness program. So it involves the diet and the opportunities. And it's an opportunity for every kid. So that's why the yoga classes or the Zumba classes or the kickboxing classes or the judo classes or the skateboarding pieces that we're running outside the little facility right now. And I'm thinking about the archery classes and some more things that we can do to, first of all, create interest, to get the kids involved, and then through that interest, get the kids in good physical shape.
I mean, it goes hand in hand. I think being in shape and being athletic and using your body translates into learning, translates into being a better student. I think they're interrelated.
It's all part of the same thing. We know that interest drives learning.
Right.
That's not, I think everybody knows that, we just don't follow that.
Right.
And what would be wrong, for instance, with a student that's truly kinesthetic,
Right.
the kid that can't sit still, the kid that's moving around, for him or her to learn a lot of what we consider academic
Right.
through those venues.
Through moving his body, yeah, through his
those
movement, yeah,
venues.
yeah.
And we're just starting here. This is one facility that accommodates a lot of that stuff.
Right.
To be for instance, we have a judo club down there that's, I think it's the biggest club this side of the Mississippi,
Right.
judo club. 400 or 500 people involved in it. It's really, really a
Clyde Worthen,
Clyde Worthen, who's a world-renowned judo
expert,
he's
and
he won some national
tournament,
titles, yeah.
Tournament,
Yeah.
tournament.
But it's physical, that's true,
Right.
but it's also extremely mental. It's leverage, it's a thinking process, it's discipline, it's all those pieces that you need to have in the 21st century to move yourself into it. And these kids elect to come into the program. We don't.
They choose.
It's not
yeah.
like math.
Yeah.
It's not you have to
Yeah,
take 3 years
they-
of math.
they make the
It's-
choice, yeah,
Absolutely.
they make the
And
choice.
so that piece of it, you need a facility to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
You need to have a place. You need a place to store the mats. You need a place to lay the mats out. You need all those kinds of things. It needs to be flexible space so we can use it for other stuff.
Okay.
This facility, you'll see, and you'll see the kids as you look at the video. You'll see what the kids think about it.
Well, let's go right to that video right now, and we'll be back right after this video you're about to see.
Jimmy Comprelli, physical education and health teacher here at High Tech High School. Right now we're standing in the gym. Gym is where we play mostly basketball.
These guys are all close to them. We hang out with them after the gym too, so it's cool. Got a little family going on.
Let's move it. Push it. Man, push it. Push it. Let's go.
Mr. Ayurado is our main basketball teacher here. He does freshman, junior, and senior basketball. And after school, I do basketball intramurals here in the gym. After school, we have judo in here, judo tournaments on the weekends. We have Mr. Leo Victoria and Mr. Clyde Worthy. We have badminton here, which is mostly played in the field house. Miss Dorothy Gilmartin is our head badminton teacher.
Like 6 points in a row.
I just got into college too. I got into Lynn University in Florida. For my application, I put in badminton as one of my main sports, and actually got a scholarship for $6,000. At January 2011, we started with about 14 kids. All we did was just play for fun, and then we started getting serious about it. Then continuously throughout the months, more people started coming.
Yeah, eventually it got really packed. Now we're like almost 50 kids in there.
Yeah, just the fact that I can play a sport is just amazing. It really is.
Little volleyball. We have Miss Jamie Velasquez that does intramural volleyball. We have soccer intramurals by Mr. Jose Gonzalez. Judo room is used for different cardio tapes that we have. We have Insanity, we have Zumba, we have P90X, all things that strengthen the core, as well as cardio. The weight room is where we have fitness. We have Mr. Greg Ascalise.
I like the arc training because it's just fun. You know, I can work my legs off, and I can also work my abs too.
This is a spinning machine, and I love it because it really works out my legs and it really feels like I'm on an actual bike, and it really pushes me to my limits.
Our intramural volleyball, we're able to have 3 different courts going at the same time. So instead of having just one team play another team where you have maybe about 9 athletes playing, now we're looking at anywhere between 45 and 50 athletes playing on that particular day. Also, we found that badminton was a real success here. Badminton nobody was really competing in the county, and Dorothy Gilmartin started the badminton program, and now every Friday we have about 50 to 60 athletes partaking. We also have a couple in a club sport now that are actually competing throughout the state and doing really well with that. So that turned out to be a real big surprise. And also, basketball turned out to be great. A lot of athletes here that come, student athletes that are here from all different towns in the county. And I guess maybe going back to their towns, because they don't go to high school in that area, I guess it was a little difficult for them to play on the courts, but now they're staying here after school, waiting for the late buses at 5:15, so they're playing 2 hours after school in basketball, and that turned out to be a pretty big success too, with 60 to 75 athletes. So last year, with the first year of the program, we were just amazed at how many students really wanted to partake in after-school activities, especially in sports, that weren't getting the opportunity because of the teams were so competitive. So as much as we do like to compete, and that's one of our things is compete, and that's the moral of our intramural, is it's great to see the competitive nature that goes on in all the intramural sports. Everything is taken really serious here, and I just think it's so important, especially like in what we do. We're very competitive in our educational system here, and now we're really competitive in our intramurals, and it's just carrying over, and I just think it's a wonderful idea.
Welcome back to Super's Corner with Frank Arjula and me, John Placchino. We just saw a video on our facility, a multi-purpose facility down here in North Bergen, and it's also used for graduation, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
We had our first large graduation down there last year. Mm-hmm. It accommodates 1,000 people or more.
All right.
Actually seated on the floor. It's a great facility for us, and something we didn't have, something that we needed.
And we had to ship students to other locations before this, right?
Yeah, at one time we used some space up in the North Bergen Recreation Department, actually.
Okay. All right, Frank, I want to thank you very much for our first new edition of Super's Corner. This is Frank Arjula, our superintendent. I'm John Placchino, your host, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back with another edition soon. Take care.